Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Thatbloke Zed, and I'm here with Magpie, aka Matt, and we are covering Guns of Icarus, or Icarus to the posh idiots, or just general idiots, because it's not called Icarus. Anyway, we have a difference of opinion on this game. We both acknowledge that it's different, we both acknowledge that it's good, but Matt thinks that it's fucking incredible. I personally believe I can only play it for so long. I can play it for like 2 or 3 matches and I'm fucking sick of it for about 3 days. So there we go. Let's talk about it then, Matt. Why do you think this game's amazing? Why?
It's just so different. It really brings a new meaning to the word teamwork.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of those games where if you've got a weak team, you're going to fail. You can't solo it. You have to work together. It forces that kind of teamwork on you.
You see that enemy there, by the way?
Yeah, I see him over there. We're going to go rape him.
Okay. We've got. Is he an engineer? Is he an engineer as well? Have we got a gunner?
Yeah, we've got a gunner. That reverb on the front gun's the gunner.
Okay. I think it does force teamwork, but that's probably one of my bugbears as well, because
You can get a shit team,
yeah, but it only takes one person to just fuck. Ah, shit, both enemies are on our right, mate. Looks like they're firing at one of our guys as well. We need to get stuck in there. But one person slacks. Your gunner can't hit a target. You're screwed. Your pilot can't pilot, and you just take too many hits. You really all have to be good.
Just let everyone know, for the purpose of this video, I'm piloting and Zed is an engineer.
Yeah, there's Matty the Magpie on the steering wheel.
My shiny, shiny steering wheel.
See our gunner there, look.
He got a few hits actually, not too bad.
Yeah, but he missed, and now everyone. Oh, look, our enemy. What's this thing? What the hell's that glowy orb? Is this capture the flag? No, it isn't. What the fuck's that glowy orb all about?
That is an enemy flare, so it's used to spot people.
Oh, right, well, we're about to get pounded. Fucking hell, our main gun's dead.
Yeah, bringing the side guns
Oh,
off,
shit.
mate.
The hull's down too. Oh, my god. And the balloon's on fire?
Alright, going down, probably a good thing for us right now.
Yeah, it is. Right, I'm going to put it up there and put that bad boy out.
If we can. I'm going to have to really
Right, we're
crank.
about to die because no one's fixing the hull by the looks of it. Oh, yeah, they are. I'll take it back.
Good job on that balloon there, mate.
I put it out, I didn't fix it.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
my god. Yeah.
And we have died.
Yeah, see what I mean? Well...
But like I said, it does emphasise teamwork. To be fair, we really should have waited for our mate who...
Shouldn't have gone in first anyway.
Yeah. The one that flew off on his own and thought he could take anyone on.
Yeah, that one. So... I don't know, the graphics, they're okay. They're not amazing, but... They're alright. The cloud cover and shit, it's good. But...
I think the game works very well, especially if you've got
enough.
a bit of organisation about your team.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Might scrape that cliff wall there.
Yeah, that'll be the damage there. Why am I getting thrown around on this ship? Right. I don't know. I like play like 2 matches and then it's like, I don't want to play anymore. Oh my god, what's that that's dead? The main engine, and we're on fire, and the hull's down.
We're approaching there, mate.
Why am I... Look! Oh no! Oh no! I'm actually just going to the right all the time. What's that all about?
The balloon's on fire. I think that could just actually be a problem with your controls.
I think I've got a bug. I've never had this before. Get off! Get away! Get away! No, still floating off. Right, he's shooting and...
We're dead. Our engineer not helping us out there. Dead.
No, well, I'm getting floating off. I'm literally... I'll show you. It's like I'm on ice. I'm sliding away.
The problem we're having at the moment is that the team we are facing are very organised.
It's doing it again.
They're sticking together, they're basically blowing anyone that gets near them, and at the moment we're recording, we've got no way of contacting our teammate.
Yeah.
He really
well,
hasn't
look
got
at
the idea
that.
to assist, help out, or come anywhere near us.
We could chat, but we don't want to. So, this game's what? Is it 17 or 15.99 or something?
I think it's actually just flat £15.
Oh, well, there you go. 15 quid. I don't think, well, I don't know. I don't think it's worth that, personally. It's a fun game, and it kills, like, a couple of hours every couple of days.
Yeah, but then again, you've got to look at those games that, like Call of Duty, you pay £40 for it, you complete it once, and you never look at it again.
Yeah, because it's garbage. And I never pay for it in the first place, because I don't want it. Oh my god, I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's part of the online aspect of it, and you
Wow.
have it online shooting junkie. What is he shooting us with?
There,
Like one hit, my gun's down.
Yeah, see, now I'm going to try and get it up.
I wouldn't have been more worried about
Yeah,
it.
the other guy's on it. I'm floating. Look at me. Can you see me?
Oh, I can see you.
Ah.
I'm more concerned that...
I can't fire.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. See, I don't personally like this game. It's fun, and I guess that, like, I prefer watching other people play the game. Is more fun because you get to see them from different perspectives, and it's more fun, and you have a laugh. Same with StarCraft. I can't stand playing it, but watching the tournaments and stuff, it's all right. Come in, don't I can't. Oh, he's DC'd. That's why. But no, it's not my cup of tea. Don't like it. I do not like it at all. Well, I say it all. I don't mind it. It's in my personal opinion, if I was to rate it out of 10, 10 being the most epic game I've ever played, 1 being the worst game I've ever played, which Bien-Tot Laete is taken, 5 being pure mediocrity. This game is landing. It's not pure mediocrity. It's unique, but it's mediocre in its unique design. Does it? If that makes sense.
I find it is a good, fun game. Don't get me wrong, I could not play it for 10 hours straight.
No, me neither. It's garbage. But
Okay.
that Richard P guy, he's a level 8 pilot. In fact, there he is. Look, Richard P. He's a level 8 pilot, and I know for a fact he's a level 8 engineer as well. That guy clearly spends too much time playing this game.
Now, the game is good fun, but I think it is a game designed, you get a few mates, you have a laugh, you all crew a ship, and you go around and kick a bit of ass.
But what about if you
I
don't
would
have any
not
friends?
advise it as a sort of long-term replacement if you're into your MMOs or if you're into your online shooters.
What happens if you don't have any friends? Like me, I'm a loner, I'm a knob. I don't like people.
You have me.
Alright, so you're not my friend anymore. Now what do I do?
Well then, I suggest you just kill yourself, because without me your life's not worth living.
I don't know. It's the same as Dungeon Land. It strikes me as a Dungeon Land game. It's a pretty unique idea, but it's mediocre design around its unique. How do you describe that? Like, it's a unique design idea, flying around on gunships and stuff. But how have they made that unique? How have they made that experience unique? They haven't. They've made it mediocre. So it's just a new wrapping on the same Christmas present.
Yeah, but you throw the term mediocre around a lot at the moment.
I am, because everything is mediocre around
It is
at the moment.
it is a very different game. And you've got to remember that this game isn't exactly on a high budget.
That's true. That is, well, it got.
I think they're still on
it was
Kickstarter at the moment
yeah.
to expand it.
Yeah.
We've got 3 engineers on one ship now, look at that. See, by that logic, we should never die.
Ha. So there you go. I don't know. It's like Watch Dogs looks like a really interesting game. It's got a lot of really good concepts behind it, but is anything about that game unique? No. It's more mediocrity, really, because it's just Grand Theft Auto. It's Siphon Filter all over again, but with a couple of extra gadgets and stuff. Are we looking at Guild Wars 2? Is there anything unique about that? No, that is just pure mediocrity. What
Right.
about Elder Scrolls Online? At the minute,
Just for a reference for everyone, Thatbloke Zed absolutely despises Guild Wars 2.
yeah, I do. That is.
He despises that game.
So do you.
Yes, I don't like it, but I don't have a personal vendetta against the game.
I do. Click ready. I think we're the only ones not ready.
Yeah, we'll go with an AI crewman.
Yeah, fine. But yeah, it's just the same stuff with a brand new Christmas present on it, and now by no stretch of the imagination am I expecting a game to come out that is so unique, so different, that there's no one could have ever possibly thought of something like that before ever. Because those kind of games generally don't get funded, and they generally don't happen. And if they did, they probably wouldn't be very good.
You say that, it depends on how you play a game at the end of the day. I mean, take Diablo 3, for example. Personally, I think that is a boring single-player game.
It is, it's terrible.
But if you get some friends with you, you know, put it on insane mode, it is a right laugh.
Yeah, but it's not...
But for single-player experience is out the window, and playing with random people, again, it bores me. Yeah. It is something that you get a few mates round, you sit on your sofa, and you have a few cans of beer. And you link your PCs together, if you can be asked to go through that trouble.
So does that mean gone are the days where you turned on, like, the first time you ever played Parappa the Rapper, or Abe's Odyssey, and you turned it on and you were like, holy shit, this game is awesome. Or
to be fair though, Abe's Odyssey was a different era.
Yeah, but why not?
Abe's Odyssey was more the comical value than the sort of online aspect of it.
Yeah, but then all you have to look at is, like, Conker's Bad Fur Day, when they brought that out, and it was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
You fix our balloon?
Yeah, I'm all over it. So...
You're going down. I'm making a head for the smoke.
Yeah, but look at Conker's Bad Fur Day. When that came out, I was like, oh my god, this game is... Oh, crap me. They're aiming for our balloon.
Conker's Bad Fur Day, I was a big fan of,
right.
But...
Those are games that when you go... We need to pull up, mate, now.
I can, I've locked my screen.
What?
I've locked my screen on the recorder.
Oh crap, that's why we're not flying anywhere, we're just dying.
Yeah, we're just landing.
Just click on them. Right, have you got
we're
it?
actually bouncing off the ground right now.
I've got it.
Hold on. No, not quite.
The balloon's fixed, get up.
Oh, I'm up, I can move.
Oh, it's on fire. It's on fire. It is on
right,
fire.
okay, now I can move again. Yeah, bad piloting skills there, I'm afraid. Do not, I repeat, if you play this game, lose control of your ship. It will piss people off.
I think we're about to die.
No end.
I think we're about to die. We're up, go. Oh, no, it's
I'm trying to go, this kid's not letting us down the food down again.
We need to fix the whole... Are we on the floor?
Yes, we're actually on the floor.
Get up.
I'm trying to get up. Someone shoot back. There we go.
With what? The engine?
No, we're hitting the guy, The guy that's hitting us is actually in front of us. And the hull is about to go down there.
So,
right, yes, that was my fault.
So does that mean that all the unique games, those ones that really prominently stick out in your mind as like being on your top 10 list of awesome games of all time, like Conker's Bad Fur Day, Abe's Odyssey, Final Fantasy VII, which by the way has been replaced with mediocrity, forcing us...
I think the problem is nowadays, as you get older and that lot, a lot of the games are now becoming a lot more sort of children friendly, whereas when we would grow the balloons down, whereas when we started, it didn't really cater to children as much. I mean, there were children games around, like you could buy all your Disney games and that sort of thing.
Yeah, but they were
But your shoot 'em ups, your online MMOs, they were designed specifically at adults.
No, they weren't. That's nonsense. Look at Conker's Bad Fur Day. Any kid could play that.
Yes, no, I'm not saying any kid could not play it. Okay, Conker's Bad Fur Day involved a lot of adult content and was not designed for children. Yes, kids played it, but it was not designed for them.
No, not really.
Okay, that's like saying an 18-year-old film. Okay, it's not meant for people under 18, but under 18s are going to watch it.
Well, of course, look at Grand Theft Auto. How old were you when you played the first one? I must have been about, I don't know, 10 or something.
I was probably about, yeah, the same age.
It was awesome. And as a kid, I understood that it was a game, and it was unique as hell. I just turned it on. In fact, on the PS1 there was a whole lot of unique games, and since the PS3 and that have come out, I just haven't seen any. It's just the same thing every time.
Yeah, I think we're actually both got deflated balloons at the moment, so...
Right, the other engineer's on our balloon. Not much I can do about that.
I mean, I think their balloon's deflated as well. We're just sort of taking pot shots at each other on the floor.
He's winning.
Yeah, well, I think he's actually quite an experienced pilot. with experienced gunners. This is what happens when you work together. People like me end up floundering on the
God damn it,
floor.
that other engineer's getting on my nerves. He leaves the balloon, and then he comes to help out on the hull, so I take the balloon and he fucking leaves the hull. I don't know, this game, it's alright. I imagine...
I'd say it's good for a few laughs. You mean, like I said, it is not a game that you will pick up and play non-stop. There's plenty of other games out there that are better if you want it to do that. But if you want a cheap thrill, which, I mean, let's face it, £15, I mean, unless you're me and can't afford anything because you've got your rent and food to pay for and that just drains all of your money, then it is affordable.
It is an affordable game, you're right. But is it worth 15 quid? Is it 15 quid worth
I
of game?
swear this guy is purposely picking on my balloon.
I wouldn't know, but what I do know is this fucking thing's reloading. Come on.
All I know is that the balloon is down again and the engineer is not fixing it. Zed.
Oh, why ain't this firing? Why ain't my gun firing? Thank you. Hello.
And all I know is our front gunner, Zed, again, who should be the engineer, but...
I'm trying, man. I'm the only one shooting at the bastard thing.
That is true. The rest of... I actually think we have 3 engineers. They're all sitting there trying to defend the ship.
I think he's an AI. No, he isn't. But he is finally gunning. Oh my god.
I don't know. Am I on the floor again, or am I on top of the... I'm on the floor again.
I don't know.
In case anyone hasn't realised that we are flying balloon ships, and them being on the floor apparently is not the best place for them to be.
Yeah, I agree. Get a couple of lads like, yeah, but then why would... I don't know. It's just, it's okay. That's all I can say about the game, is that it's okay and it doesn't really have any lasting value.
Now, can you get on this flat cannon and shoot that thing's balloon? Because I actually just want to take his balloon out now as revenge. Oh, it's hitting. Hitting would be good.
Aiming off here, mate.
I have no idea where our co-worker, our helper is,
I can't
but...
hit that fucking thing. I don't know, am I wrong in thinking that this game has no real lasting value, but it's just classed as okay?
It depends, because like the game is still in its early stages, you know.
Yeah, that is true. You have to take that into consideration, in fairness. You can't just...
Because the combat PvP side of it is out, but the PvE side is still in development, and they have actually earned the funding they required for that. They've actually doubled the funding that they required for it.
Yeah, a lot of people like the game, and it's had a lot of positive reviews, and then there's been people like Jesse and Dodger at TV.
I mean, the game may bring a much bigger aspect to it. I mean, as far as PvP goes, it is very well thought out, but it does need more content to it. So the PvP should be more of an option rather than the only thing to do. It's like Star Conflict when that came out.
Yeah.
A lot of people enjoyed that game. Yes, they destroyed it with the patching.
Oh hell yeah, they did. I loved that game until
yes, you loved the game, but what was there to honestly to do in the game? It was PvP, and you had that little small PvE aspect, which, let's face it, was pretty friggin' boring after you played it the first 10 times.
Yeah. So the difference between Star Conflict and this is that in Star Conflict you had your individual skill, and that meant everything. But then, as a side note of that, if the rest of your team wasn't moving as a team and didn't have their own individual skill, then you'd end up losing because of a lack of tactics as a whole. But on this game, there is no individual skill, it's all teamwork. And too many people let you down, so it doesn't have that variable. So like if the rest of your team is letting you down, yes, they're going to drag you down, but it isn't the end of the world. Whereas on this game, it is the end of the world.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Because we're in Star Combat, you could still lose a game, but you could still get your points, your experience up by doing that.
The leaderboard came up at the end, and it'd show that you were fantastic.
So I had the feel-good aspect about yourself, whereas in this game, if you've got a crew that lets you down, well, you're all one ship, so you're all going down with your crew.
And another negative about this game is that your rank is based on your level. So I'm like a level 3 engineer, you're a whatever pilot. Is based on your achievements and not upon your own personal skill.
Yeah, that I do not like. That's like, I don't know, playing an Xbox with their achievement system. I mean, you can walk into a bar and get an achievement for it.
Right.
It's like, well, congratulations, you started the game.
But
here's your first achievement.
Some of the achievements force you to not play as a team, and they force you to not do your role. Like as a pilot, some of the achievements is, as a pilot, fix the engine. So what kind of pilot are you if you abandon being a pilot and go fix the engine just to get that achievement? Which is what people like Richard P and stuff do, which is why they're really high level, because they just don't work as a team and stuff. They're just getting their achievements. They're on fire. What?
No, it said someone fire.
Oh.
Whoever's on the front gun's just not paying attention to the ship in front of us.
Oopsie daisy. Yeah, we're getting shot. Ooh, shiny.
Good hit. Right, side gun. Someone on the left side gun.
Yeah, roger that.
Yeah.
I'm all
Off
over
balloon.
I'm all over it.
Right, he ain't escaping. We're going to follow him down. Stay right. I also noticed in this game, if you stay above your enemy, it tends to give you a distinct advantage.
Not really, because your gun can only aim so far down.
Yeah. Again, yeah, a lot of communication is required with this game. So if you're not communicating with your crew, it can really affect.
Lag. Yeah, I know. I think this game is, like you said, no lasting value. It's not particularly unique. It has a unique wrapper on it, but it's not unique. God damn lie.
No, I think that. There we go. See, look, we have officially killed someone.
I think that was
so we're not as bad. I think we should put that bit in the video.
Yeah. What, that we don't suck.
Yeah, well, the one where we're not just sat on the ground.
Oh, we've got an enemy up on our right hand side. I'm just firing blinds.
A lot of editing.
Yeah. So I think the game is average-ish, with a unique wrapper on it, and it has no lasting value, and you can only play it for so long before it's just boring. And like you said, you have to play it with a few friends, otherwise it's boring.
I mean, this game does have a voice feature in it, so you don't have to have TeamSpeak or anything. You can chat to people if you think you press X or something.
Yeah, it is.
So it is there, but I have noticed playing it that a lot of people do not want to know who you are or what you're going on. They just want to shoot the pretty gun at the front.
Yeah, I'm on the pretty gun at the front. Bring me in range. Oh god, here we go. Bring up. Otherwise
yeah, I'm going up.
Here we go. Whoa.
Right, and now our side gun.
Oh dear.
And someone needs to repair our hull.
I'm on it.
And someone needs to really be on side gun to return fire.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah. As I've noticed with this game so far, Zed seems to be performing the role of gunner, engineer, / everything.
Yeah, I'm trying. I have to. I don't know where our gunner is.
I don't know what the rest of the team are doing.
He's hitting our hull hard. We need to move. Oh dear.
Right. I'm not actually sure what's being shot at us, but all I know is that they are killing us. And there, we just died.
So there you go. That's our opinion on the game. What would you rate it out of 10? This game, and would you recommend that people buy it?
I've got to say, my rating's going to be based on who buys it. As a single-player experience, I would not even consider the game.
There isn't even a single-player experience.
Yes, I know. Yeah, there is not. It's a multiplayer game only at the moment. But if you don't like talking to people, you just want to crack on and play the game, I would not recommend this for you. There is far too much teamwork involved.
Okay.
So I would have to give it a rating of, I think, 6, and that would be fair.
Yeah, just above mediocrity in its own little unique packaging, but offers no real substantial gameplay, and isn't really any lasting gameplay either. And it's only fun in blotches.
I mean, I enjoy the game, but in 2 weeks' time, I could not see myself playing this.
No, me neither. So, is it worth 15 quid? That's what you said it was on Steam, right? It's around there. It's either 15 quid on the dot, 15.99 or 17.99. It's one of those numbers. I can't really remember off the top of my head.
I paid 15 for it, but
Right.
then again, it might have been at a discounted price when I bought
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. It was around there. It was around that price. So is it worth that money? To say that it only really offers about 2 weeks of on and off gameplay.
To be honest, I think £10 would be more than fair. That extra fiver sort of pushes it. If you were happy to spend a tenner on it and that would be the end of it, then yes, it's worth the money.
So rating of, oh dear, we're going to about to get slapped around pretty hard.
Yeah.
There we go. So no, I don't think it's worth 15 quid either. And I personally wouldn't. I don't know.
Well, personally, it's not really the case because you've already paid for it.
Yeah, but that's only because everyone went, oh my god, this game is the second coming of Jesus Christ, you have to own it. And I played it, and now I don't think it is. So I'm giving
that word gets thrown around a lot. I think the big one at the moment is, well, there's a couple of big ones coming out, especially in the MMO industry, that people are claiming to be the second coming. I think Neverwinter, Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter's been hyped up a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that, and I don't think so.
It looks, well, to be honest to me, it looks like another MMO.
Exactly, I'd probably rate it about a 5, because it's just mediocrity across the board.
I mean, to be honest, I know you're not a fan of the idea of Elder Scrolls Online, but that is showing a bit of promise, as it's still first-person combat like the typical Elder Scrolls have done.
Yeah, what the reason I'm not going to talk about it, I'll cover that on another one.
I would, yeah, I would.
Because otherwise
there's too much information, you can get into debate in that one.
Right, so to summarise, we both rate this 6 out of 10. On yours is a more positive, probably leaning more towards a 7. On your own personal values, mine's leaning more towards 5.
But then again, I suppose it could depend on what role you play.
Exactly. We both say that it isn't worth 15 quid because it doesn't offer.
I find the fighter requires a bit more skill than, say, the gunner would or the engineer. But the problem with a game, I find, is you can't exist without one or the other.
Right. So we both offer the same rating at 6 because it's slightly above mediocrity, but it isn't brilliant. It isn't worth 15 quid by both of our own definitions. So would you recommend people this game? Would you go, you should get this game because it's good?
I would say make up your own mind on it. Watch this review. Watch the videos of the games, and if you decide that you like floating balloons...
No, don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit. What is your personal opinion if your friend was to walk up to you...
I'm in two minds about it. Because I do enjoy the game, and if more people played the game and more people knew what they were doing, it might make the game. But as it stands at the moment, there's probably better things you could spend your money on.
Hell yes, that is my opinion as well. I think that this game is just above mediocrity, wrapped around in a unique toilet paper, and...
But I would still like to see the PvE side of it, so if you're watching this video, spend your money on it. I don't recommend it, but do it just because I want to see the PvE side of it.
So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Thatbloke Zed, and I've been with Magpie.